As I mentioned yesterday, yeah, that Aatrox Odyssey Aatrox was pay-to-win skin, and now we'll be seeing a documentary about pay-to-win skins. Let's spend some quality time in here.
For League of Legends.
What your
The
levels?
single reason that this quote-unquote free-to-play game is a free-to-play game.
Do we really consider this game to be a free-to-play? I don't know, bro. Every single time, every single match costs me a bit of my brain cells. It's not free, bro. It has the price of your brain cells. Jesus.
If you purchased every single skin in the game at full price, it would cost you roughly 10,000 USD. Some players have actually gone and purchased every single skin of the game. Their total purchasing amount is roughly anywhere between $3,000 to $5,000. Skins have come a long way in League of Legends. The first ultimate skin in the game was Pulsefire Ezreal. When he came out, people were blown away by the effects that the skin had. Today, many legendary skins have similar or better VFX than old ultimate skins such as Pulsefire Ezreal.
Also, fun fact, yeah, when they released Pulsefire Ezreal, that was the first skin of that initial line. Bro, when I'm rating those skins, I know I'm looking at every single visual effect. Right now, the stereotype is that every single skin that's getting released right now that costs 1,350 RP has the same amount of visual effects changed, except for one thing. Animations, emotes. The only thing that's not changed, that is exactly the same, is the emotes. So, which means your dance, your laugh, your taunt, and your joke stays exactly the same as your default skin. Everything else is changed, even the recall. And statistically, the death animation also is exactly the same as the default. So yeah, they are kind of lazy when it comes down to those animations, but I mean, I can understand that. You know, I can understand that's an easy money grab.
As League of Legends grew, so did the complexity and the beauty of the skin side in the game. But as cosmetics get more complicated, Riot will have the expectation to continue evolving and improving as time goes on. This adds new elements and new looks to old champions in the game. There are some skins in the game that give very obvious advantages to other players. Riot themselves has proven data that says skins have differing win rates among each other.
Yasuo win rate by skin. By skin. Blood Moon number 1. 52.6. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Blood Moon was second or third, because High Noon is said to be the best Yasuo skin. But look at that, you're at number 2, yeah. Imagine that, and base Yasuo 50%. I mean, at least that's accurate, yeah. Base Yasuo, default Yasuo is a 50, because at the end it's a coin flip. If it's on the enemy team, yeah, if Yasuo is on the enemy team, the guy will win. If Yasuo is on your team, he will go for 0-10 power spike and you will lose. That's understandable. Base Riven negative win ratio.
Have differing win rates among each other. In this video, we will be going over each and every single one of the reasons that skins can give players an advantage, how those advantages affect the game, and what Riot Games has been doing in order to try and maintain competitive integrity against one of their biggest income sources. This is League of Documentary. But first, let me introduce you to the sponsor of today's video, Raid Shadow.
We're getting some sponsors.
Is the first game to bring you a true console-level experience to your PC and mobile devices. A mobile game with some of the most coolest artistic characters in the market today. This month, Raid is releasing an insane amount of new content with new things to do. First up, they're releasing 11 new amazing champions with all sorts of new abilities and mechanics.
I mean, we're fucking happy when Riot releases one champion half a year. These guys are releasing 11 champs in a month. Okay, yeah, understandable. Have a nice day. I guess we need to start playing Raid Shadow Legends. Raid,
they're also going to be releasing almost 200 brand new missions to complete, with exclusive legendary champions as your reward if you manage to finish them. And if that's not enough, they're also adding 5 tough new levels.
If you want to sponsor from Raid, you have to use their overlay and stream their game for like 6 hours.
New content in just 1 month.
I mean, everything has a price.
If you are a League skin purchaser, that means you probably enjoy a lot of anime-themed skins. The new Shadowkins are heavily inspired by the mythos of medieval Japan. Along with a load more Eastern influences, they've got nimble ninjas, sharp samurais, ominous onis, and a whole
This game is
host
literally in every video I watch.
monsters.
Yeah, they have the
Among
budget.
my favorite things in League, I love collecting the various
bro.
champions in the game.
Fun fact about mobile games, I mean, for the most part, we're playing League on PC, yes, which means we're a PC gamers, but The fun fact, and you might be thinking, oh my god, PC Master Race. Yeah, one could say that, oh bro, we have the majority of the market, yeah, as a PC gamers. In reality, bro, in reality, when it comes down to PC gaming, yeah, we ain't shit. We ain't shit. We're less than 20% of the entire market, bro. In reality, the majority of the video games, when it comes down to market share, is owned by fucking mobile games. The thing is huge in Asia, bro. It's massive. Those companies have a fuck ton of money, so that's why you see a fuck ton of mobile games sponsorships in the YouTube videos. So much money there, bro. So much money. I mean, if you want to be a billionaire by the age 15, huh? Just start a mobile game. That's it. Then you'll thank me. Yeah, you're welcome, bro. You're welcome.
It's just like Hextech crafting in League of Legends with mystery boxes and surprise eggs. Even if the champion you have isn't great, you can always upgrade them in the tavern. Download Raid Shadow Legends with my link in the description today.
Raid? Give me a call, yeah?
Bruh.
I am taking this as a personal attack. What do you feel?
When League of Legends was new, the skin artists didn't think much about the competitive integrity. They were just artists looking to make something cool. There are a long list of old skins that have problems and issues in terms of competitive integrity. In fact, certain skin lines are completely banned altogether. Most professional players also only play on the lowest settings for VFX when it comes to their skins. It wasn't until very recently that Riot actually made a conscious effort to start fixing any clarity issues in the game. In the past, League skins only really had to do 3 things: be cool, sell well, and have no major bugs.
Sir, how can you solve a number 3 if you are playing Kha'Zix? If you are creating a skin for Kha'Zix, which is a bug, there's a bit of a flaw in the logic in here, bro. I mean, it's not like Riot is following the logic every single time, but I mean, I see where they're coming from, yeah. I see where they're coming from.
Now Riot skin artists have a long list of things to check off before they can ship something to PvE. This
Okay, gentlemen, name the champs, hey, name the champs. We've got Diana. Diana is easy. Who has a massive gun? I guess that's Senna. One can imagine that is Senna. How to create a skin for Yumi. Or Rengar, yeah, or Rengar. Simple.
This 40-panel guide is the basis of what all skin artists need to think about when they're designing a skin. It includes everything from the way that a champion is supposed to look, to the color palette, to the timing of abilities. These strict guidelines are used for future skin makers to set the law for what good clarity in the game would look like. But as thorough and detailed as these guidelines are, the fact remains that these guidelines have only really existed for the last few years.
One guy in the office pulling a fucking all-nighter. I mean, at the end of the day, luck skins will not create themselves, you know? Someone's gotta put the extra hours. Someone's gotta make the money. Someone has to make this company profitable, yeah? Good guy Tibby. We will call him Tibby. Yeah, good guy. He is working very hard to give us those luck skins, yeah, that we all deserve and that we all need. God bless Tibby.
For the last few years, which means that there's over 5 years of skins that don't meet all the standards for competitive integrity in League of Legends. And although a large portion of skins don't actively break the rules of competitive integrity, there are many that will unlikely go unchanged. Here are the main reasons that a champion can be considered pay to win or pay to lose. Number 1, silhouette. As League of Legends artists become better and better, they will continue to feel the need to show off more. Although that leads to some very cool skins in the game, it does lead to a very obvious problem: recognizability. Without
True. Actually true. If you change the champs to the extent where you cannot tell what the fuck is the champ, I mean, you're gonna have some issues. What was... I think it's Dragon Oracle Lee Sin. Yeah, it's Dragon Oracle Lee Sin, bro. I was playing a ranked game. Honestly, I was playing a ranked game. I saw that, okay, they have a team. I was playing fucking ranked at the end of the day, yeah? I was invading enemy jungle with the idea of trying to steal their red. And I'm seeing a new fucking guy walks into the jungle. I'm seeing that guy for the first time in my life. I couldn't tell that was Lee Sin. I have no idea what am I supposed to expect in there. Also, what I didn't notice was that enemy Lee Sin was kind of 12-0. So let's just say in those 1.5 seconds that he clapped me, I couldn't understand what's happening. If that was a classic Ling Sin skin, I would tell you, yeah, that's Ling Sin who just clapped me. But that skin, bro, that was so sus. That was so sus. I couldn't fucking recognize the thing. So that's
Knowing
an
the
issue.
skins, can you even tell who these champions are? Being able to tell who you're playing against and who's on your team are two pretty important factors in a game of League of Legends. With over 150 champions and an average of 4 skins on each champion, there's going to be some obvious overlap.
Average 4. Okay, let's see. They release additional Ezreal skins right now, which means Ezreal already had 14 skins. The last one was Porcelain Line. Yeah, it was something with the Porcelain Line. So which means that guy has 15 skins already. Lux at the time had 13. Now they released additional Porcelain Lux and Prestige Edition, which means they have equally, I think, 15 skins. Yeah. But yeah. At the end, we have to average out. Yeah, we have to average out the skins by giving Ornn only 1 skin. And that's it. That's how we get the average, yeah? That's how we get the average. I'm not saying some champions are more favorable, some champions are selling more skins, but when it comes down to money making, yeah, some champions are making some money. Ornn has 2 skins now. That is nice.
Overlap with some champion skins that are going to look like other champions or other skins. And the biggest problem that occurs from this is that
5 different skins, by the way. Yeah, look at the icons. Yeah. Looking at the faces, yeah, just look at this part. Yeah, just look at this part. Can you tell every single champ? I fucking dare you, Chief. I fucking dare you. In here, I know somewhat of the stats and somewhat of the abilities. I can tell you from the big picture. Yeah. Small picture, best of fucking luck. Best of fucking luck, bro.
that many times these skins make the champions not look like themselves. Take
I mean, yeah, with Zeref and Thresh. I think these are the champs that they are a bit ruining, yeah. They are trying to sell on the sex appeal. Bro, we've seen the Unbound Thresh, yeah. When they made him human, they gave him abs. I mean, sure, the Spirit Blossom. Yeah, I think it was Spirit Blossom Thresh. Yeah, they gave him the ads they made, but still they had the lore of the demon. In that area, he still had the lore of the demon. You could change your appearances in there. You could be the demon, you could be the human with the demons, with the demon aesthetics. But bro, when they made him Unbound Thresh, which is basically a human, with the Zeref in here, exactly same storyline, bro, this is kind of scary. Yeah, they tried to sell the sex appeal, but bro, I'm not sure if that's the right call. Unbound Thresh was for China. They wanted to bring the Thresh to Wild Rift, but China doesn't like skulls, so they made the skins for the Wild Rift. That makes sense. Yeah. In China, bones are banned. In China, bones are banned. I mean, I think it was in World of Warcraft. If you were trying to play undead race, which is basically you're playing a zombie with rotten meat and bones and whatnot. Nah, you're just a small yellow human. That's it. You're not an undead. Yeah, China do be sus a little bit. Yeah, China sus. Moral of the story, China sus. But I mean, when they're bringing so much money, of course you'll be playing around that. Plus, we have to consider the fact that Riot is owned by Tencent, and Tencent is big. Big in China. China big. Yeah, so no, it is.
Take Thresh, for example. Thresh is a warden of souls, bones and skulls, life and death. Yet, his Spirit Blossom skin, he looks like a Korean makeup model.
I mean, still, in this skin, the idea of Thresh remains exactly the same. He's a demon. You can change between the two forms in here, yeah. He's a bit of a daddy, sure. This is the first attempt when they tried to sell the appeal of sex. Sure, it worked. Why? Because that's a daddy Thresh. But when they tried to repeat that with the Unbound Thresh, they kinda left the idea of the demon, and they went full scale daddy, and that shit backfired. Honestly, everyone hates that skin. So you know, it is what it is.
I mean, look at those abs. Like, good abs. Those are cut fucking abs. I don't know what souls taste like, but I'm pretty sure they don't have the protein content in them to get abs like those. If women can complain about having too many boobies and too many titties in the media, then I can complain about muscles that shouldn't be on certain things.
Finally, someone said that. Thank you. Yeah, of course, Tyler1 will disagree with me, but you know.
Like Zac, look at those fucking shoulder muscles. Why is a champion made of lime jello so jacked? One of the biggest elements that keeps a champion recognizable is something that we humans use to judge each other every day, and that is the way that champions walk. Michael Jackson is remembered for a lot of different things, being the king of pop, his pedophile phase, and the fact that he had a white face. But one of the biggest things that transcends every single culture is the
Change my mind. Change my mind, bro. It's not moonwalk. If you are telling me it's moonwalk, you are fucking wrong.
way Michael walked. His moonwalk. A person's stride can tell you a lot about who they are. Their confidence, their hobbies, how they view other people. Many champions have a distinguishing stride as well. When you're used to seeing the way a certain champion walks, it helps you unconsciously identify who that champion is. This is part of a champion's silhouette. The three most important factors in identifying a champion silhouette are usually going to be their head, their weapons and hand, and anything extra that sticks out from their body such as wings or clothing. This is why you won't ever see champions like Senna have a revolver, or champions
We need this Halloween skin, Riot. Definitely not Yumi. Riot, make it happen.
like Yumi become a penguin. Although Penguin Yumi might be an amazing skin to make and would sell very well, it doesn't really help with the idea of skin clarity. But of course,
What do you mean it doesn't help? Have you seen Blitzcrank and definitely not Blitzcrank? Two different skins. Velkas and definitely not Velkas. Absolutely two different skins, and they sell very well. They sell very well.
There are a number of skins that look a little too cool for their own good. Their skin artists put so much into them that we as players could no longer even recognize them in game. The best example of this was Storm Dragon Lee Sin.
That's the one. This fucking skin, bro. This fucking skin. That's the one I was talking about. That shit was bullshit. I honestly can tell from all my heart that skin was bullshit, bro. It doesn't walk like Lee Sin. I mean, sure, Muay Thai Lee Sin has a different auto attack animation and a different walking pattern, but still, it's a Lee Sin. You can tell it's a Lee Sin. But Storm Dragon Oracle this Lee Sin, bullshit.
If Lee Sin has a pretty difficult silhouette. He doesn't really have a distinguishing walk, and he doesn't carry a weapon. He has no wings, and he doesn't really have any distinguishing clothing.
So does Jax. I mean, he has no weapon. He doesn't walk sus. I mean, yeah, he does jumps sometimes, but see, the thing is that Lee Sin also jumps. So, you know, you could drive the same aspect to Jax if they would release a similar skin to Jax. It'd be also difficult.
When Storm Dragon Lee Sin first came out, he had a ponytail on him. And this ponytail was flapping behind him. Although it looked pretty cool in game, this simple little detail confused the fuck out of players and had no idea who this champion even was.
I fucking dare you, look at the animations, tell me it's fucking Lee Sin.
And this ponytail was flapping behind him.
Bro.
Although it looked pretty cool in game, this simple little detail confused the fuck out of players and had no idea who this champion even was. Some people thought the ponytail was a wing, some thought it was an actual tail, and some players even thought that this skin was a Kane skin. It just goes to show how important the three basic areas of a champion are to how we as players identify champions. So, if you are a skin maker and you cannot focus on a champion's silhouette, then you have to focus on a champion's abilities. Ability animations is the majority of clarity issues in terms of League of Legends. Most of the skins that players complain about as pay to win usually have animations that give them an advantage.
True. I mean, that is actually true. If animation is a bit different from default and gives you the advantage when it comes down to terrain, I mean, we've already covered that, yeah? I mean, my favorite skin in game is, I think it's Ravenborn LeBlanc. Yeah, it is Ravenborn LeBlanc. Because at the end of the day, when you are using your distortion, your dub, the indicator on the ground, on the default skin is yellow. Yeah, it's yellow. But when you use that skin, when you use Ravenborn LeBlanc, the indicator is green. And if you use that green on green, bro, for the most part, it's kind of difficult to tell what was your initial jump position. So it's kind of difficult for enemies to tell where will you return, if you will return. So, yo, that is a bit of a pay-to-win situation. Aatrox from yesterday, Odyssey Aatrox, bro, his Q range was bigger than the fucking indicator of the animation. I mean, yeah, my last video, yeah, on Susan. That thing was not hitting me, but I was still bouncing as Susan. That was kinda sus. Also pay to win. Changed my mind.
Include, can we see the abilities? Are the ability hitboxes accurate to the art? And how do the abilities look in comparison to the rest of the other skins? Now,
I mean, that's what we call the Nautilus Q hitbox, yeah. That Ash arrow was buffed with the Nautilus Q hitbox. God bless it. You throw it to the top side, it will hook someone in the bottom. Classic.
a lot of ability issues come from the fact that many players cannot see certain abilities. So the obvious solution usually would always be to make every single ability in the game as upfront and clear as possible. But that's actually not the best way to approach balancing clarity in the game. Let's take two champions for example, Blitzcrank and Ezreal. Ezreal's Q is basically an enhanced auto attack. It reduces his abilities cooldowns by 1 and doesn't do that much more damage than a regular auto attack. So Ezreal's Q animation doesn't have to be all that impactful. For Blitzcrank on the other hand, his Q is life or death. A single hook can change the entire outcome of a game. This ability needs to be clear. So think about your champion and their abilities. Maybe one skin has an animation that is less noticeable or looks like it has a smaller hitbox. Some skins do have animations that are less noticeable or have hitboxes that don't accurately represent the images in them. Historically speaking, the worst offender of clarity in terms of visibility of their skills has always been Syndra. Syndra's kit revolves around her dark spheres. It's very important that we see all of the dark.
We have to respect the fact that my guy is trying to stay family friendly, yeah? The amount of self-control you have to put in making this video to refrain from saying balls. Damn big black balls. I couldn't do it.
Dark spheres, sure. But every single one of Syndra's skins changes her dark spheres into a blue one, red one, yellow one, so Syndra inherently becomes harder to deal with when you just put her on any skin. So why is it so difficult to make good clarity in League of Legends, and why does it take so many resources? There are a number of different issues. The first is the visibility of skills against a changing background. Summoner's Rift is mostly a green and brown background. The River is a dark blue background. Howling Abyss is a light.
Why is Syndra playing with Alistar balls?
Confusion of the highest order.
Is she?
It's very important that we see all of the dark
big black balls.
But every single one of Syndra's skins changes her dark
We see some roses.
Spheres into a
some
blue
flowers.
one, red one.
We see some bubbles. Is that the one you're talking about? I don't think that's Alistar. I think it's more of a demon in here, even though the thing has evil eyes and some horns. What other champions have horns in the game? Shifu1 has horns, yeah, because she's a dragon. Who else? Alistar, yeah, besides Alistar, what else? That's a tiny demon. Yeah, if we're looking at Lily, Lily has horns? I don't think so. I really don't think so. Thresh, Teemo? A little devil Teemo, sure. If we're looking at the devil skins, yeah, devil skins has them. Tryndamyr's helmet has horns. True that. Vex, Olaf. Olaf's helmet, yeah, good call, thank you. Yeah, like, bro. There's a variety in here, but yeah, I'm just saying that it's not Alistar balls, it's devil balls, yeah. Have to be more specific. Devil balls, little devil Tristan as well, yeah. I think she has horns, yeah.
One, yellow one. So
what is that? What is that? That's just questionable spheres in here,
Syndra
yeah.
inherently becomes harder to deal
Alistar
with
here, my guy.
Summoner's Rift is mostly a green and brown background. The River is a dark blue.
Mostly, yeah, mostly. Green and dark green and brown, yeah, mostly. Riot, well, I mean, it's been another winter, Christmas, New Year celebration thing where we didn't get a winter map. Riot, what the fuck? Where's my winter map, Riot? Can we get back winter map? That shit was amazing. We also had the magma room. I don't know if the chat remembers, but bro, back in the day we had the 1v1 mode and 2v2 modes, which was called Snowdown Showdown, which was played in the ARAM. But before that, we had the magma room, which was basically ARAM with a bit of al closer right now. That shit was amazing. The map looked edgy, perfect for 1v1s, and it was dark. So I don't know. I'm not sure why we discontinued that. I missed the Twisted Tree line. Yeah, OG Twisted Tree line. Yeah, God bless that. Dominion. We also had Dominion. Right? That's what we had so much of a good shit. What do we have right now? ARAM, Summoner's Rift. I'm having a hard time finding a third one. What do we have? A TFT. Yeah, we have TFT, yeah. We have TFT. We sacrificed Twisted Tree Line for a TFT. I think the price was too much. Yeah, I think the price was too high for TFT.
Blue background. Howling Abyss is a light blue background. Not only do they have to deal with the changing colors of landscape, they also have to be considerate towards colorblind players. There are two main types of colorblindness. Red-green, which is what I have, known as Deuteranomaly, and blue-yellow, known as Triton. These graphics give you an idea of what we see in game.
Just see the color, Alabama. Shoot that, Labra. If you are colorblind, just see the color.
All these considerations, all these different color schemes, inevitably, there's going to be some abilities and some champions with problems of visibility in the game. But according to Riot, it's only a matter of time before things change. Sound, one of the most important parts of a skin.
I can't see your balls.
The
Yeah,
lead
that's the
music
one.
department is famous around the world, and although it's rarely talked about, sound does actually contribute a lot to the enhancements a player has when playing on certain skins. But what does a sound VFX person actually do? In the same way that visual VFX artists have strict guidelines when creating skins, sound VFX artists also have those same types of guidelines. There are two main types of sound. Organic sounds, which occur...
The focus on Ari, yeah, this is not screams. I don't know, Chief. I don't know, Chief. This is one of the biggest reasons why people are killing Ari, yeah? For the deaf animation sounds, yeah. For that sound effect, what do you mean? Astronaut. This is not cosmic. Can we talk about it? We're talking about the astronaut skin line. This is not cosmic. What do you mean this is not cosmic? I mean, I think astronaut is in space, no? This is not lo-fi. They kind of missed the point there. Yeah, lo-fi would be cash money.
Artists also have those same types of guidelines. There are two main types of sound. Organic sounds, which occur in the real world around us, and synthetic sounds, which are computer generated. There are a lot of different ways to make sounds, but at Riot Games, they often like to record and make their own from scratch. Different things in real life can mimic other sounds and create violent or impactful things. Here's how Riot Games made Zaya's auto attack. Combining the sounds of a slingshot, yoga band, air pump, and crumpling plastic, you get the sound of Zaya's auto attack. Here are some of my favorite examples of stupid sound stuff that they often do. Creating Elder Dragon's roar from a violin bow across a chicken wire and trash can. Poro footsteps made from paintbrushes on gravel. Thunder sounds of Elementalist Lux made from microwaves and hair clippers. And my personal favorite, making Zack's globby sounds by filling a condom with dog food and beans, then smashing it against a wall.
It makes sense. It sounds good.
A sound VFX artist is a lot like a painter who takes different base colors and puts them together in order to make something new. One thing that a lot of players will tell you is that certain skins feel better. When they farm minions, they feel like they hit more CS, their abilities feel smoother, or their auto attacks feel faster. Obviously, that's not the case. Every single skin has the same frames as the base skin, and the champion's auto attack speed never goes up. But the main reason that a lot of players feel this difference has to do with sound. Let's take Orianna for example. Orianna's base auto attacks sound like this. A simple, straightforward sound close to the damage instance of her auto attack. Now let's take a listen to Darkstar Orianna.
Different. skins, absolutely, bro. Okay, that's
As
nice.
you can hear, there's a slight difference in the timing of damage instance of her auto attacks. Sound is one of the biggest cues for us humans to recognize something in a game.
Chief, that was
Some
a slide.
skins have different sound effects that change the timings of important moments for a champion's kit. This is a big reason as to why some players will say certain skins make them feel like they're last hitting better or do more damage. It's because the skin sounds give you better audio cues in order to identify last hits. As you can see from these audio lines, there are different peaks in this ability. Even though the peak is less than a quarter of a second from the original, it's still enough to throw someone off or make someone feel like the skin is giving them an advantage when it comes to farming. Riot Games usually does try to base all of the skin sounds off of the base skins. But with so many skins and so many new effects, eventually something somewhere is going to go wrong. So with all the advantages that we have shown so far with skins, the real question is, do these skins actually translate into a higher win rate? Are certain skins so pay to win that they actually affect the outcome of your game?
Yes,
That's a difficult question to answer.
What do you
According
mean?
to Riot, they do actually track and look at skin win rates, but the win rates on skins are affected by a lot of different factors. It's really hard to just take a look at a skin win rate, say a win rate is better.
Sir, I think High Noon was at 52.9%. Yeah, Project Yasuo was lower. Yeah, Project Yasuo was lower. Even default Yasuo was a bit higher. Yeah, it was 50.2%. Yeah.
Than the other one and say that skin is broken. One of the highest win rate skins in the game is PAX Twisted Fate.
Because PAX Twisted Fate was given out in the season, I think it was season 1 in the first PAX event. So bro, if you're playing that game for more than fucking 10 years, of course you know how to play this game, so of course you'll be slightly better at the game. What do you mean?
But if you take a look at PAX TF's animations, there's not really that much special about him.
Yeah, true that. Talking about the OG skins, the PAX shenanigans, Rusty Blitzcrank, the most expensive skins, yeah. There's literally no fucking difference between these skins and default skins. It's just, these days, yeah, nowadays we call it a fucking chroma, my friend, yeah? It's called a fucking chroma. Because there's only a bit of a difference in the color, that's it. Blitzcrank, if you want to get a Rusty Blitzcrank, just go to your League of Legends settings, video settings, and make brightness a bit lower. There you go, my friend, yeah. There you go. You've got a Rusty Blitzcrank for yourself, yeah.
No crazy recall, no crazy animations, auto attacks are pretty much the exact same as base TFs, so in terms of the skin itself, there's really not much special about it. But the reason that PAX Twisted Fate has one of the highest win rates in the game should be pretty obvious.
It's fucking OG.
If you're willing to spend $1,000 on a single outdated skin for your champion, you've probably put a lot of games on that champion.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. And if you already own that skin, bro, it's more than 10 years. So, you know, you not only are you willing to put in more hours, bro, you've already put in more hours.
The real advantage that a lot of skins often provide to players is the way that it improves your mental behavior. How does this skin make you feel? Does this skin make you feel stronger? Does it make you feel like you're a better player? Whether it's the cool animations, the character model, the sounds of hitting stuff in game, it just makes players feel like their champion is stronger. As a result, players are more likely to play aggressive, they can play more confidently, and they're less likely to tilt. Skins are basically like sugar pills. They give you a nice placebo effect to make you think that you're better than you actually are.
What do you mean? You want to tell me? You want to tell me sugar pills are nah. This man is lying right here. This man is lying. Sugar pills, the best. They always work, bro. It's not a placebo. Nah. Also, on the same subject, yeah, consider the fact that he's already lying about that. Skins do get wins. Why do you think there's a saying skins get wins? There's a reason we have the saying. Yeah, because it works. Because it's true. Don't give me that placebo bullshit. Nah.
One of my favorite skins in the game is Pool Party Renekton. The skin itself doesn't look that great, and there's a lot of other cooler looking Renekton skins.
Honestly, yeah, when it comes down to VFX and the SFX, I mean, nothing so special. Yeah, it's also the thing is not. I think it's pretty accessible. I think you can purchase this anytime. Yeah, it's not legacy shop. It's not in the legacy shop. But the best thing about that skin is the fucking recall. How badly you can be yam with that recall, especially when you kill someone, you survive with 1 HP, and then you use that thing. Use the skin's recall. The best recall ever. Changed my mind.
But the reason that I love this skin so much is because of its recall animation.
Told you.
The stupid life chair pop-up alligator looks so fun to play, especially while you're CSing in lane. It's extremely distracting, extremely stupid, and extremely fun to do. Recall animations are one of the best times for VFX artists to really flex their skills. Since these effects rarely ever affect a fight, recall animations can be extremely flamboyant and excessive. But the problem with these recalls is the hitboxes themselves. If you're recalling on Pool Party Renekton, the visual hitbox makes him look different from the actual hitbox. The actual hitbox of a champion when he's recalling doesn't actually change. It's always going to be this circle on the ground. Even if the champion changes positions or dances around or does cartwheels, the hitbox itself never moves. So even skill shots thrown right on top of your champion visually doesn't actually damage that champion.
Now, hold on, imagine that would replace Lee Sin. Yeah, chat, name 2 champs which we can replace Lee Sin with, and those skill shots would hit. There are 2 champs that would 100% hit. Morgana, that is correct. Nautilus, easy. Fucking G4 got it instantly. Yeah, Morgana is the first one. Yeah, Morgana was the obvious pick. And Nautilus, yeah. That shit would hit. We need to try that. We actually need to try that. Lux, I'm not so sure about Lux, but Morgana and Nautilus, that is for sure too easy. Yeah, a bit of a painful experience. Yeah, but that question was easy.
Hitbox itself never moves. So even skill shots thrown right on top of your champion visually doesn't actually damage that champion. And there's a lot of different examples of this in the game. This is a pretty obvious clarity issue. But here's the thing. If Riot removed this feature on the skin, I would want a refund on him. Because the stupid pop-up lifeguard chair was the only reason that I wanted this skin in the first place. Take Vayne for example. Vayne's lore is that she is a hunter of monsters who mercilessly strikes down and hunts evil in the night. Yet in her Project Vayne skin, she's got a motorcycle. Does Vayne on a motorcycle look anything like Vayne at all? Vayne?
I mean, technically Vayne is a Batman. And in Dark Knight we saw Batman explode his car, sacrifice his car to get the bike. So technically they are not so far off. Change my mind, bro. Catwoman, Batman, only Batman.
Vayne is supposed to be a demon slayer, not a Harley Davidson enthusiast. But if you ask players who have this skin, they don't care. They just look at it and think it's fucking cool.
It is cool.
There's always going to be some level of trade-off in terms of clarity and making something new and interesting. And there are some skins in the game with pay-to-lose clarity issues. The recently released Battle Academia Caitlyn has an anime manga cutaway effect when she casts her ultimate. This effect could potentially limit your vision during a team fight. But the weebs that pick up the skin don't care about the half second of lost visual clarity in a teamfight, they just think about which anime protagonist they're currently pretending to be. At the end of the day, there's always going to be some level of compromise over adding new things to League and balancing that with game clarity. There's always some price to pay when you add something new. But for most fans, they don't really seem to care much.
True. At the end of the day, if you are going pro, which is let's just say a very small chance of you going pro, then you've already figured out which skins have the advantage. For the most of us, the rest of us plebs who don't give a fuck about this game, of course sometimes you'll see people try hard to get high rank, which is, well, at best gold, you know. I mean, sure you can go for it, and you can sacrifice all of your sanity going for that gold. But why do that when you can just stroll around and have some fun? You know, it's a video game. At the end, they have supposed to be fun, you know? They're supposed to be fun.
When Rioters go back and improve on old skins or old champion base models, Riot isn't actually making any money off this. Creating new skins creates new sales. Going back and improving the visual clarity on old skins isn't going to be as exciting. Basically, what these Rioters are doing is they're fixing the old roads that already exist and are broken, repaving them and making them more modernized. But this type of work just isn't as exciting as building something new from scratch. If you look at other games like Dota or Overwatch...
What do you mean not exciting as building something from scratch? Of course, if you're going for a bit of a slight visual update, yeah, make it slightly more modernized, make the lines make the lines and armor a bit shiny. Sure, it may be boring. But let's look at the example of reworking the champ, of going it for a total rework. Yeah, we had Gangplank, now we have Skarner. You know, yeah, Skarner needed a visual update. So, you know, at the end of the day, there's no way they will not update Skarner's kit in there. They will change something. That's the fact. That's what Riot does. Bro, I don't know, bro. In my opinion, if I would be asked to work on Skarner to remake the thing, bro, I'd be happy. It's fucking exciting, bro. They made Gangplank rework into an event. That's how you do a rework. True that. I mean, that was a fun event. Yeah, that was a fun event. We even had the area map was changed. We even had a different announcer. Yeah, I think it was Gangplank who was calling in the announcements. No. Yeah, they changed the announcer voice for the Gangplank, bro. That was fucking fun. Also, you would get the free skin. Yeah, back in the day, you would also get the free skin. I think it was Captain Gangplank. Yeah, I think that was the skin. Of course, not much of a difference, but still, it was because you owned the OG Gangplank and you were participating in that event. That was fun.
These games have some pretty bad clarity, and they often don't get solved unless they're major issues because there's very little hype or monetary incentive to do so. So, if you've learned anything from this video, please don't flame the rioters working on the game. When it comes to issues with League of Legends,
who else am I supposed to flame, my guy? I cannot blame my team because that will get me banned because I'm not family friendly. I will get my chat restricted. I will get my account banned. I will not take a responsibility for myself. I will not blame myself. So the only reasonable solution to this problem is to blame Riot. What do you mean?
skepticism and criticism are healthy when it comes to improving things. But doxing these people on social media is just one of the worst things that you could possibly be doing in order to encourage transparency between us and Riot Games. This is Riot Beardy Locks. He is one of the VFX leads on the League of Legends skins team. His Twitter account is constantly being bombarded with requests to players to update and improve the VFX on their favorite skins and champions.
I mean, that's a good point. I mean, Zilean. It's about time we do something with Zilean. Now, it took it for... When was the last time Zilean got some sort of an update? It's being too long. Honestly, being too long. Also, Zilean middle right now is fucking OP. We need to play Zilean middle. Yeah, that's what we'll do. A bit of Zilean middle. That thing is bullshit. It's broken. Actually broken right now. We'll need to do that.
The rioters that actually go ahead and fix VFX issues in the game are often doing it during their time off. They're not always being paid, and they're often doing it as a passion project. So when Beardylocks took time during his week off to fix Mordekaiser's VFX, one of the buggiest characters in the entire game, did the people on Twitter all unanimously thank him for his amazing work on the champion?
Fuck no. Fuck no, bro. We take shit for granted. Welcome to the 21st century, bro. We take every single shit for granted. The only thing you'll get is the shit if you didn't do something right. That's it. That's it. Everything else is for granted, my guy.
Champion? No. Instead, they were spamming him with shit like, fix my champion now, or do this champion, but what about this guy, or this thing? Although it would be nice to have every single champion receive the same amount of attention, the fact is that certain champions just have significantly lower play rates than others. And if
I mean, is it so hard to update the splasher to this? I think it's Lord. Yeah, I think it is Lord Mordekaiser, no? Yeah, I think it is. One of the first Mordekaiser skins. Bro, he looks so happy. He looks so chill. We need this splash art. Changed my mind. Also, we need a Yumi Penguin skin. Yeah, that's also a thing.
If you're a developer looking to fix major issues in your game, you're probably going to be focused more on the popular champions. So when a writer takes the time to actually address an issue on a niche champion, don't flame them, don't spam them, don't harass them about how shit they are at their job or how bad of a company Riot Games is. Just go there and say thank you. Thank you for the work that you do to improve our game. Thank you to the writers who make our game look beautiful.
Yeah, true that. It's not so hard, chat. Yeah, it's not so hard. I mean, if the skin gets updated, bro, the least we can do is say thank you. Yeah, because at the end, they're not getting paid for that shit. But on the other hand, we have to realize that it's the League of Legends community we're dealing with, yeah? When you see League of Legends, family-friendly gratefulness doesn't come right to your mind, now does it? Actually, no, it does not.
Thank you guys very much for watching this video. You can check out more of my content at youtube.com/donhwap. If you want to watch more of my videos, you can hit the notification button to see when new videos are up. You can also partake in my community polls to be able to see what new topics I'm going to be talking about in the future. You can follow me on Discord and Twitter as well for more updates. Like, share, and subscribe. And that's it. Bye.
This is a fun video. Yeah, that was a fun video.